The Ansu Fati SBC La Liga Player of the Month has now been released. It was also leaked a little bit earlier, and of course this did have an effect on the market, just like how every SBC does. Every little minor thing right now will cause a lot of panic or a lot of hype because everyone is playing FIFA 21 Ultimate Team and we're all just looking around to see what is going on. So in this video we're going to be talking about how this left wing Ansu Fati caused all of the left wings, or most of them at least, to crash down in price. Some of them have already recovered, but some of them haven't. What's going to be happening with them? Are they going to be going back up, and when? So just before we get into it, make sure you guys do watch the full video right until the end, because it is going to answer all of the questions that you are about to comment and also give you all of the full value and full context that you need to know about all of this information. So getting straight into it now, this Ansu Fati card definitely has lots of hype around him, but also the card needs to be good to balance that out and of course to bring other cards down, and he is quite a good card. However, I don't think he is the greatest of value. We did have someone like Vardy last year in FIFA 20 who absolutely crashed all of the strikers, and I do think this is just what everyone was sort of scared of, but because this card is 170k right now according to Footbin on PlayStation, this is really quite a lot for the first week of FIFA, or maybe even first or second day for a lot of people that did get standard edition, which is why I don't think it is going to be having such a detrimental effect that a lot of us were maybe even hoping for. I do think there is also now hype around market crashes. It is an interesting thing to look at, and people are always just prepared for it, so they do also cause it by panic selling. But for example, we do have two sets of cards of left wings, also right wings, maybe some attackers in general as well have been affected by this, but mainly the wingers, and mainly on that left side, left wingers. As we can see here, Heung-min Son's second popular card on Footbin, he did drop to around 260k, so he went down 10,000 coins. So he's an example of a card that was pretty much, it was just all panic. They did go down, but then they did recover pretty much straight away, or at least a few hours later they did recover. They had a nice jump back to a little if they were way too low, and Son is an example of that player. There was just a lot of people that saw this is going to be released. Maybe they heard someone say they're going to be selling their left wing, so they went ahead and sold this. But because he's in a different league, completely different links to Ansu Fati, also maybe a different play style, Heung-min Son is still going to be keeping his value. He isn't going to be going down at all. Also maybe a player like Sane, it is a little bit different in my opinion, because you either have a Premier League squad or you do have a La Liga or Bundesliga. So if you do understand what I'm trying to get at by this, Sane is going to be affected more than someone like Heung-min Son. And also this does go with other Premier League left wings, for example Saint Maximin, his gold card, but also his inform. I do think that inform is going to be interesting. They are going to be recovering and they're not really going to be affected by this, other than the few days panic that we do have right now. They're going to be easily recovering, I would say, by next week. No one is going to think that they did go down because of this Ansu Fati. But we do also have cards on the flip side that are going to be affected by this for a lot longer. For example, Hazard, he's already been affected around 15-20k. That was from panic, but he's in the same league, so he's direct competition to Ansu Fati. You either have Ansu Fati in your La Liga team or you do have Hazard. That is the only option. You're not going to have both of them. No one plays three at the back these days, so it is going to be either one. And this does also go for Ousmane Dembele and also any other La Liga left wings. So you are going to have to be thinking about this, what you're going to want to do. I do think eventually they are going to be recovering over time as the hype for this La Liga Player of the Month does fade away. But do keep in mind he is here for 28 days, which is really hard. If he was here maybe just for a week, then in 2 weeks of course they are going to be perfectly fine. But when you are looking at such a long time map, and also when you are going to be keeping them, right now is the start of FIFA, you need those coins to make a new team or of course to trade with, so it is going to be a hard thing. Maybe I would try and sell them on a daily upturn if we do have of course the market going up, recovering at around 4 PM UK time, but that is only if you do have maybe one individual card and you want to get this Ansu Fati. If you do have investments, I would recommend waiting maybe 3 or 4 days and seeing. They should still recover. They're not really going to be going down too much. I do think again it is just mainly the panic, the hype, because that card Ansu Fati is so expensive. Ousmane Dembele is still going to be a contender for people that do want a tradable cheaper card, but maybe someone like Hazard is going to be worst affected, and over in the long side though he should still recover. cover. Let me know down in the comments below, did you guys do this Ansu Fati? What are your thoughts around him? And also, were you affected by any of these left wings going down? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.